Grabs a band for FightHype.com with me, trainer of Tony Bellew, the bomber, Dave Coldwell. Firstly, how was the train journey?
Oh man,
I saw your tweet.
that was disgusting. We were stuck still.
Was Tony with you?
No. Because he comes from Liverpool, I've come from.
Okay.
Yeah, so 2.5 hours just stood still on the track. It took me 5 hours to get out on a journey that normally takes an hour and 40 minutes.
What I was most impressed with that journey was you got back at about 23:59. You were in the gym.
At my age,
spurred me on.
At my age, you got to keep it going, otherwise things stop.
We're here today at the media workout, well, public workout for Tony Bellew and David Haye. I didn't get a chance to speak to you on Monday after the press conference. I know I caught you in the hotel a bit later afterwards when Liverpool lost to Leicester. Anyway, we won't talk about that. Were you a bit surprised the way David Haye reacted towards the crowd, even though mentally he knew what was going to happen?
Yeah, because, you know, he's a very calculated man. Very, very calculated, and he's very media savvy. His thoughts are about the media and what's beyond boxing. Everyone knows he's not in love with boxing as such, and that's not his be all and end all. Everything's all been about an end game. And so for him to start swearing and insulting crowds, I mean, the words that we're using at the crowds are bad. So yeah, that was a man that wasn't in control. He's very, very good at what he does, but things like that, he's definitely pissed off.
And as fighters, we are still humans.
Yeah.
There's an element of professionalism, of course, if you're representing the support.
Yeah.
But I'm not defending David here, but I'm saying some of the things that I was hearing, for example, there was things about his children, about his mum. Would it be just a natural reaction from any person?
Yeah, you would. Normally, as a person, as an athlete, as a boxer, you're prepared for things like that. Because you're going. He knew that when he was coming to Liverpool, he was ready for it all, and he was up for it, because that's why he wanted. He's saying he's going into the Lion's Den and things like that. You expect that. Plenty of fighters have had that, but it's the level of once he went, he didn't pull himself back in and started going out. That was surprising. Usually he's a real cool cucumber. Let's not forget that David's the master of winding other people up. Look at how the Klitschko's with their severed heads. I'm sure their parents weren't too keen about things like that. He's done stuff before. He's chased people before and things like that. And he didn't react really well. It is what it is. When you go into somebody's backyard. Listen, when Bellew went into Cleverley's backyard for the press conference, for a second press conference in Cardiff, mate, he was getting some serious abuse. But it's just how certain people react, and David reacted.
But also looking at it from a fan perspective, you think that fans, just because of social media now, that they've got this access to say whatever they want.
Yeah.
And I know they've been at you, because I read some tweets only last night about 2 losses so far. Someone said, it's only the 3rd loss. They've been criticising David Price. I saw Tony Bellew with someone said he beat his wife up.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw that. And that was all rectified. And
you see, what it is, social media is great because you can interact with fans, and we don't mind interacting with fans. Everyone's got an opinion, and you can disagree with me. It's not a problem, but we have a conversation. It's like if we were in, I get people talking, oh mate, listen, I think Bellew's going to get hammered. I was at Wembley with my kids last week. I think your boy Bellew's going to get hammered, but you know what? Respect to you. I think he's going to get his goal, but I think he's going to get hammered. You put it on that way. That's your opinion, mate. It's not a problem. It's going to be a good fight. Hopefully we're going to surprise you and shock you. It's not a problem. When you get some dickhead on social media, you're going to get killed. You're going to get this, you're that, you piece of shit, you prick, you're this, that, insults, and worse. That's not a way to go about it. That's why should anybody, David Haye, myself, Bellew, anybody that's on Twitter, why should anybody put up with that? Sometimes we like to engage back and have a bit of them. Oh, you bit. I'm bit. You're just engaging back, especially if it's some dumb dickhead that doesn't make sense in what he's saying, and then you can just hang him out to dry and let him hang himself. That's it, fine, But if you answer back, then you bite him back. If you don't reply, then you don't interact with your fans. So you can't win. That's the thing. That's the thing, right? If you can't win, so don't try to win. Just do what you've got to do, and that's it. And that's how I treat social media. I like social media, but at the end of the day, it opens up to lots of pieces of shit out there, and they get off on it. I think they're sat in the house thinking, I'm gonna send it. Some people have grown up, they've got kids. You see on the profile pictures, they've got kids. Spend time with your kids. What are you having to insult for? If you go on social media, go on social media, but you don't have to. You don't want just to be, like, insult and harass people. You see their accounts and it's like non-stop with negativity, and it's like, wow, get a life, and that goes for it, not just for my fighters, like David Haye gets shit, footballers, Wayne Rooney, people. I think it's shocking, but it just shows you what society is now, especially when they're in the comfort of their own home and they hid behind their own screen, because 9 times out of 10 them guys would go up to David Haye or Tony Bellew and say, can I have a selfie, mate? But then on the Twitter, they're slagging them off. You don't know these people that you're following. You don't know them. You can only assume what they're like by what you see, but you don't know them. And these people have got families, and these people have got, they're human. So sometimes they might snap. Like David Haye snapped. If you're under pressure, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna snap. And he's under pressure because he knows. He's told everybody this is going to be easy. He can beat Bellew with one arm tied behind his back, and he's still going to win. He said everybody can knock him out with a jab. He said to everybody this is going to be his easiest fight ever. If he was to get knocked out and lose, where does he go from there? And he knows that. And he knows he's not had a real fight since his shot. He knows all these sort of things. So he's under pressure. He's under a lot of pressure, and because he's human. And some people don't, in certain situations, don't feel pressure. Others do. And if you do feel pressure, then you're more liable to snap back. And that's what I think he did.
Tony asked him on Monday a number of times, are you free from injury?
Yeah. And what did he say?
Do you have any issues? Are you clear? No shoulder problems, no Achilles issues?
And what did he say?
And he said he was fine, he was 100% ready to go. Yesterday, he flies out to Germany, and then the picture was spotted with him and his surgeon. Yeah. Does he have any injuries, do you think?
Oh, we all hear things, and we have good sources, and certain people tell things, and that's something only David Haye knows, for real. But it's there and it's out there, and that's what I've said. If he gets beat, he didn't train well, he was out in Miami partying, he was on a yacht, he didn't take him seriously, underestimated Bellew, he had an Achilles problem, his shoulder played up. If he wins, he can turn around and say, I was out in Miami, I was partying, I was doing this, da-da-da, my Achilles were playing up, and I still went in and won. Joshua, I'm coming for you. Makes it a bigger fight. Because then people are going to think, wow, he just beat Bellew, but when he comes unstuck, the excuses are going to come out. And he's going it's boxing. And we're all trainers are going to back their own fighters. I'm genuinely confident. We know that we're the underdog. We know that. We understand that. We understand it's a dangerous fight. We understand it's David Haye. I understand that. But you can understand those dangers, but still be very confident in your own man. And I'm very confident in my own man. I believe we're going to shock everybody.
Do you think he'll come in heavier than David?
I've always said right from the start. Yeah. I thought that David was going to come in very, very light. I've always said it. If you look back at my interviews, it's not a shock to me. Oh, he's coming light. I've said he's going to model himself on the McAnally fight. And he's going to come in light. And looking at him, I've said from the start, people going on about his size, still tweeting after Monday, he's too big, Bellew's too small for David. It's not about his size. They're going to be, size-wise, more or less the same. But you're talking about the danger of his speed and his power. They're his dangers, not his size. So I'm not asked about his size. That's regardless. But yeah, weight-wise, I think I've said right from the start, I think they'll both be around the same sort of weight.
Obviously, Tony's done his public workout today. Tomorrow's a press conference.
Yeah.
Media only.
Yeah.
So hopefully no fans in the background who jeer both of them on.
Yeah.
How does Tony relax now, Thursday, Friday?
Mate, we've been chilling. We've been chilling since we got down here on Tuesday. What day is it today? Wednesday? Yeah. Since yesterday morning. Just chilling. Everything's cool. It's, the hard work's done now, and it's all the talking's almost stopped. We all talk. People say, you're talking shit. You're this. This is boxing. This is what you do. You talk about it. People moan because footballers don't get in front of the camera and talk. They just monotone and don't just stick to the party line. But you've got personalities here. People talk. There's big talking, big fights, and that's what gets people interested. Gets what people talking. Talking stops on Saturday night, and we'll see. One of them's going to be winning, and one of them's going to be losing, and that's how it is. And I believe that my man's going to win.